Hello, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah Parson. I'm the Oracle Artist. I'm here to help make you laugh, discover divine clarity, and be your own Oracle. So today we have a pick a pile reading, and I was instructed to use paintings that I've done. I just recently really got into painting just to relax and to play with different colors. And so they were like, use your paintings, Sarah. So I did. So instead of seeing cards to choose from, you'll see paintings and crystals today. And today is very different. When I went to sit down to kind of ask like what this week is about, I was told these are urgent messages from your spirit team. And at first I was like, do I have to use urgent? Like it seemed, I know like other YouTubers use that and it's not bad at all, but for me, I was like, it felt clickbaity for me personally, but I was told, no, these are urgent. So you will put urgent in there. So I was like, okay, can't fight the spirits and what they desire. You know, I am just but a mere messenger. So welcome to urgent messages from your spirit team. So here we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And it's different too. I was also told not to pre-pull the cards for this reading. I will be pulling cards live in action. I guess not live for this reading. Yeah, in real time, I guess would be the way to say it. Yeah, it's very interesting. I feel like they're being very secretive with me. And I'm wondering if it's also because normally when I pull piles, there's like similarities between each pile. The number of cards I pull, which cards I pull, I usually like differ a couple of them, but some of them are the same. So I think for these ones, they're just so different. Like I actually tried to do a collective message before because I did that last week and I really loved it. And I've also been learning tarot more instead of just doing it for myself. I want to start being able to utilize them in this readings, but I'm not comfortable enough yet to have them within each pile because I have to study the card before. So last week I did a collective reading and when I pulled the tarot card, I did some research on it a little bit more to be able to bring it into the collective reading. But I don't want to do that for the piles because I like going in not knowing what the reading is about. But the collective message, I'm like, that's fine to kind of go in knowing what it's a little bit about, and then channel more messages as I'm, recording. So that's just a little side note. So when I do feel called to do collective message before each individual pile's message, I do want to start incorporating tarot each time because it's a great learning experience for me and I really enjoy it. So I was a little bummed. I literally got out my tarot cards. I was like, hell yeah. They're like, not today. And I was like, really? And I felt this like gentle, like, not today, Sarah. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna force it. So I have a feeling these are just very vastly different messages. And I'm so curious how they're gonna feel with the colors and the stones picked. So here we have opalite. Show you here. And within each reading, I'll get into a little bit of what each stone means. I was told to talk about the stones as well. Sometimes I feel like I don't need to talk about the crystals, stones, whatever you want to call them. And other times I do. This here we have angel aura quartz. And here we have kyanite. I think I'm saying that correctly. So these are our piles. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. And if you're new to this channel, every Friday I also use two of my most powerful decks, What DMM? And my own personalized Fun Friday deck with Buddy the Elf as our spirit guide. And I made this deck, it's just cards and I channel messages for the back. So I'm curious how these will be utilized. I feel these are going to be less utilized in this reading. I just do. I don't know, we'll see. I'm curious if every deck or every pile will use these or not. So we'll see. But like in my slogan you heard at the end there, like to be your own oracle, at the end of the video of the pile you choose, There will be one last clip to choose where it says be your own oracle, and I will be pulling cards, and again, in real time this time, for you to read them yourself. So for each pile, I read you, I deliver the messages, but then the last pile, that's not here, but it's called Be Your Own Oracle, that's when you are going to, after you're done with the pile you chose, then you will go to the Be Your Own Oracle, and it's going to round out the reading for you. It's going to help you channel messages for yourself, because everyone is capable of that, even if you don't read tarot oracle cards yourself. This is a great time to realize how much like intuitive magic you have within yourself. I don't know why I said intuitive magic, that's just what came out, but like how much energy you have within yourself to be your own oracle. So that's what I want to do here, is uplift every single person to help you realize you have it within yourself to read for yourself too. So at the end of the reading, make sure you check out the Be Your Own Oracle section too, so that'll give you a nice round out reading, and it's gonna be very specific to you personally, because I don't read it, only you do, and you can then leave with the messages that I delivered and then ones that specifically you read for yourself, and you can feel very empowered. And since these are collective, this is collective messages, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And if I pull cards and the messages I'm saying about the cards don't seem to resonate with you, but you're looking at this card and you're getting your own different messages, those are the messages that are meant for you. Like that card was meant for you, but maybe not with what I'm relaying, because again, it's collective. So just again, if you kind of are starting to space out as I'm talking, that's a sign that you need to figure out, or like that's a sign to like listen to your own gut and intuition of what are you being guided, what are you hearing. There's a reason you're kind of tuning me out in certain parts of the reading, because your guides are trying to get you a different message for you. So with that being said, let's get into these piles. Let's figure this out. I'm so curious, like I don't know what decks I'm using, I don't know how many cards we're pulling. I just said like let's just go for it. So let's get into this reading. Oh, you can see my little cheat sheet of the stones on here. Don't peek, don't do that. Okay, see you soon.
Ooh, yeah, it's Fun Friday.
Hello, hello, pile one. Welcome to your Fun Friday reading. So you chose Opalite. I'm gonna get out my little cheat sheet here. Like I know some things about some stones, but I don't remember, you know, there's so many things. And so I went on Google and just kind of read him over and then wrote down the things that stuck out to be the most that might be helpful in this reading. So for this stone, it really helps you go with the flow. And it's like childlike wonder. That part really stuck out to me, the childlike wonder, and it helps you clear your mind and reduce fatigue. And I think I also remember like there's some romantic aspect to it. If I can remember correctly, when I bought it myself, that's one of the things they listed. I didn't see that on here, but it stuck out to me too. So I'm curious what messages we'll get, and if any of those things really stuck out to you that I just read. There is a reason. So let's get into your reading. I was told, okay, we're gonna start with a what do you mem? Nice. We get to have some fun here right off the bat. Oh dear Lord. This is why, one of the reasons I like to shuffle these off camera. You don't see the struggle. Okay. So to begin off this reading, oh my gosh, we love this little baby child. We love when they come through. I just see this as sunshiny. I'm hearing sunshiny day. I'm hearing the song, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. If you know that song, I can't remember the artist. I will try to remember to link them. Ooh, maybe I'll be a linker now with songs that come through. My spirit team loves to talk to me in songs, like loves to send me messages in songs. So, and I'm seeing like this, like just like when I made this, I was thinking sunset vibes, like sunny vibes, and then we have the sun shining through here, and this one is just how the sun shines through it. It's kind of clear, but look at, I feel these all just go together. So I'm hearing an urgent message for you so far. I'm hearing we're gonna have to get more into that, more details for the urgent message. But right off the bat, I'm hearing lovely day. I'm hearing, can't you smell that? Like envisioning myself outside on a crisp day and just like breathing in like, sorry, my nose is kind of stuffed. That probably did not sound good. But I'm just like, oh, I'm envisioning you outside breathing in really fresh air, and like the sun is coming through the trees. And now at first I was on a path that's outside of my apartment complex that I usually go on, and that's how I'll feel when I'm on that sometimes. But now I got transferred to a meadow. Now I'm in a meadow breathing it in, and now I'm in like a springtime atmosphere. At first I was kind of in a fall crisp, but now I'm breathing in spring, summer. And now I'm in a winter wonderland, and I'm breathing in the really cold, like when it's snowing, that like snowy vibe, and you're like, oh, it's like so cold on my nose, but I can't help it. Now I'm on a beach, and it's sea salt. So they're taking me through different seasons, and just lovely. I'm kind of hearing there's a lot to be grateful for, but let's get more into this to really figure out what the urgent message is. But that's the vibe I'm getting right now. And it could also be where you're watching the world, what season you're in. Maybe that's why, because the first one is like where I'm in fall right now. And so that's maybe why the first one I saw, but then I saw all these other different types of things, because, you know, this is a collective reading. We're all different times, and maybe you're traveling right now. Okay, I got pulled to use this deck. So let's get more for pile number one. What's urgent messages for pile number one? Urgent, okay. Oh, 3 cards came out, and I'm hearing to take them all. Okay, first one, number 21, Blue Whale, a call to share your voice and speak your truth. I'm gonna lay them all out and then I'll read them. Do the reading. Number 35, Mother Ocean. The balancing of mind, body, and spirit is required to continue on the journey. Number 9, Golden Age of Aquarius. Embracing your inner light to show others the way. Okay, like inner light right here. So we have 2 right here. Oh wait, no, that's different, sorry. Okay, I also have to read these upside down. I used to do this all the time as a preschool teacher when I had to read books, but these letters are so tiny. So bear with me here. A call to share your voice and speak your truth. I was just feeling these 2 are very connected. So I'm gonna put these 2 next to each other. And embracing your inner light to show others the way. Okay, I am hearing, yes, you are full of light. And I think when I was feeling the gratitude, I feel you are full of gratitude. I feel you've been, you feel like life is a wondrous place. Like, I guess this earth, like this lifetime. I'm just hearing you are a grateful person, and you appreciate the little things. Like, you appreciate the air that you breathe, and you are embracing, I'm hearing you are embracing your light. I think an urgent message for you, your guides just want you to know how much they appreciate how much you appreciate life. And that's funny, I just looked up and I saw the timestamp 555, and I'm pretty sure that's like change is on the way. So I'm hearing good change. Like, you've been so grateful, you've been putting in all this grateful energy work, and I feel like it's not really work with what you're doing. You just are a grateful person. You're not like, you don't have to strive to be grateful. And I'm seeing this like, you're like, yay, good job. Like, and I always see this like little baby as like, good job. Like, it's like almost your guides are smiling down at you, like, look at our little baby soul doing so good down on earth. Like, oh, so proud of you. So that's the vibe I'm getting. And they want you to continue to embrace this inner light that you have. And now it's because of how much you've learned to embrace it yourself. It's time, with like when I saw 555, it's time for the change to come. It's time, change is coming, and it's now time for you to shift from just doing this inner reflection and being so grateful for yourself, and finding a way to spread this joy and this gratefulness to others. And this could be so different for everybody. It could be in work, just literally saying out loud, wow, I am so grateful for today. Like, these are the things that are going right. And I'm just like, I'm very happy. Just very subtle changes I'm hearing. It doesn't have to be massive. I think for some of you, there will be massive changes. I'm hearing some of you might have been working towards something like a business or a promotion. also heard babysitter, like something to do with children for some of you too. In this way of changing, I'm hearing molding young minds for some of you. If you're in childcare or if you have kids, like making changes, like you've been doing all this grateful work for yourself and now you're going to be teaching others. Like I think it's also like some of you are working with kids, but I think also like for me personally, I was a preschool special ed teacher. So for me, when I see kids, I also think of teaching automatically. So I think also that can also translate for the majority of you as you will be teaching others in some way of gratitude work. But it's not going to be like, these are the ways to be grateful. It's more of, I'm hearing so many of you have vastly different lives, and so we can't get into the specifics, but it's more of like, I'm hearing I think I'm feeling you're very intuitive. You know what this means for you. And it's your call to voice and speak your truth. So that's why like, I feel like it has to do something with your voice and how you communicate. Like I said, with you saying out loud, this is what I'm grateful for. And almost, I feel like you're going to be teaching others by just being you. I think what you're going to be doing, it seems like you will be teaching others by speaking your truth, like by being you. Like you're no longer going to keep this gratefulness to yourself, but you're going to just be speaking it on a daily basis. And again, it doesn't have to be, okay, like with teaching kids, like you're going to sit down, I'm going to be teaching to you. Again, I think that might be a very small percentage of you. But I think for the majority of you, it's you just being you, but you're going to be speaking out loud what's in your mind. And that's just going to naturally get the ball rolling for other people to help them, to show them what it means to be like thankful in life. Yes, when hardships happen, it sucks, and they are allowed to be sad and they are allowed to mourn things. We can't forget about the shadow side. The shadow side is very important, but I'm hearing you are also going to help people find the light in life. So when they are going through this shadow period or doing a lot of shadow work or just in a hard time, because life is hard, shitty things happen and it's not fun, but I'm hearing you can help people slowly see the light at the end of the tunnel too, by just kind of like molding minds, but in a very gentle way. I literally imagined you like holding a brain and like kind of squishing it, like almost like turning it like a Rubik's Cube. Like you're just like, that's very interesting. But it's just like, but it was very gentle. Like you weren't like it was just like, you were like, little tweak here. And then it was like, oh, like, it's just such a gentle way. Like I'm hearing you're a gentle soul. You're a very gentle soul. Like these colors just seem very like, I don't know, there's something that seems very trustworthy about these colors and very like vibrant, but not overwhelming. I feel that's you. You're a very vibrant, but not overwhelming person. Your personality shines through, but people are intimidated by you. I feel like they flock to you. Ooh, that's what I'm getting. This is like, I feel like the urgency in this message is to realize the potential you have on helping other people. I'm hearing you are a mind molder. You are a mind molder. I keep hearing that mind molder, and picturing that brain with you like molding it. But again, it's very gentle, and I'm feeling very like a lot of shivers right now and more disconnected from my body. And so I feel like this message is like, the spirits are here. Yeah, mind molder. And here, Mother Ocean, the balancing of mind, body, and spirit is required to continue on the journey. When I'm seeing the mother part, that's really sticking out to me, the Mother Ocean, I'm hearing like, look, this is light. You are light, and also picturing a mind in here. You are this mother figure. I'm hearing, it doesn't matter if you identify as male or female, doesn't matter about, or like sex, it's more like the sex you are or identify as, it's more of feminine energy is what I'm hearing. You are like a mother nurturer. So again, doesn't matter, like you could be male or female, but you have this feminine energy about you that's very beautiful and nurturing. And I'm not saying masculine energy is not beautiful. That's not what I'm saying. But I mean, people feel very nurtured, very say, I imagined people like crawling into your lap and just like resting on you, and you're just like petting them, and you're like, yes. And then I'm seeing you like whispering things to them, again, kind of this communication, and them walking away feeling really light and really good and happy and supported. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Like, you are supposed to be a healer, and you are a healer. I'm hearing you can't run from this. It's just so natural. You are just a natural healer, helper, teacher. But again, it doesn't have to be in this very traditional sense of teacher. It's just you speaking from what's within outwards is gonna be, it's so helpful. It's so beneficial for everybody. Wow, that was like, that's very beautiful. I'm gonna pull one more card I'm hearing. So it's funny, like the Fun Friday deck, when I brought it out, I was honestly like, I don't know if I need this, and I don't feel the need to use it for today. So we'll see if that even gets used today. I'm curious. Let's get one more card for pile number 1, urgent messages from their spirit team. Urgent messages. There, oh, 2, protection. First one, you have a profound circle of protection around you now and always. You are safe. I am hearing 1, you are very protected as you do this energy work, but you also need, I'm hearing, ask for protection from your guides. Ask for protection. I'm also hearing to call back your energy at the end of the day, because you are such a helper and a teacher. You give. And at the end of the day, I want you, or they want you, to say something along the lines of like, I call back in all my like high vibrational energy that I gave out today. I call back my power. I call back my energy, just however you want to say it. Like, there's no right or wrong way to say it. Just whatever feels right to you. Kind of come up with a little spiel. And just imagine that power, your energy coming back home to you. I'm hearing like you let it get borrowed, but like you want to come, it wants to come back home to you. Your energy wants you as much as you want your energy. So protect your energy. And I'm also hearing you are a protector. And again, people feel very, burping, feel very safe around you. People feel nurtured and protected around you. And so people will flock to you. I think people do flock to you. If you're like at a party, I feel like people will just spill their guts to you, and you're like, interesting. But like, I'm also hearing you love that. Like, you feel like a sense of purpose with that. And that's because that is one of your life purpose. Like, that is a big part of your life purpose, is to be there for others. But again, you need to protect yourself and be there for yourself first. But I'm hearing with this pile, a lot of you already know this. Like, I'm getting a sense of you are kind of aware of how people like take a lot of your energy, and I've heard you learned the hard way growing up. But I feel like most people watching this are already aware and already are kind of taking action steps to put themselves first, which I'm hearing was not the case for a lot of you for a long time. I'm thinking a lot of you, this is new work, putting yourself first and then helping others. And some of you have been doing it for a while. Just with like all this sun shining and like what I'm hearing, if you are someone who, I'm getting the vibe that you already know this. Like, I don't think someone coming into this reading isn't aware of how to protect themselves. I'm just getting, just the energy I'm seeing is like you are aware. I'm feeling like you're very mature, like for your age too. So even like, doesn't matter how old you are. I'm just hearing whatever age you are like way wiser, like you, than how society would normally deem you. So whatever age you are watching this, I'm hearing you're already like, I'm hearing light years beyond. Like, I think there's a lot of old soul energy in here as well. And then music lifts our spirit and raises our vibration. Play or create music often. I'm hearing a way to call back your power too is through music or dance or song. I'm hearing this might be a very comfortable place for you listening to music. I'm hearing like play uplifting music or powerful music, and then you can imagine your power coming back to you. Not for everybody. I feel like some of you just might want to just say it, but I feel like for those of you who want to make it a thing, I feel like doing that through music can be really big. And also, I'm hearing some of you are protectors through your music. Like one way you protect others and support others is through your music. I'm feeling a lot of creative energy in this group. So even if you're not a musician or music, there's some sort of creative outlet you have. That's a way that you're using your voice to speak your truth and to help mother others. Mother others. It's funny. Okay. This is the message I'm getting for all of you. Oh my gosh, this just felt very beautiful. Like, what a lovely way to start out this reading. So these were the urgent messages from your spirit team. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to check the last section for the Be Your Own Oracle. And I hope you have a lovely day, evening, whatever time it is for you in the universe. Bye.
Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, it's Fun Friday.
Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. So here you chose this watercolor that I made. A lot of purpley and some pinks in there. And then the Angel Aura Quartz. So this just has a lot of powerful energy behind it. It's quartz. Quartz already amplifies, it purifies. I'm hearing intentions. And so I'm hearing, especially with this, the angel part is really sticking out to me. I think an urgent message for you from your guides is I feel you have a lot of angels behind you. Like everyone has like guardian angels. I don't want to say I feel like it. Yes, I'm hearing yes. They're like, Sarah, your ego's getting in the way. Everyone has angels supporting them. I'm hearing this group has an extraordinary amount of angels behind you. I feel some of you are very connected to angels and the angelic realm. I feel like this is an urgent message for you, is just the amount of angels behind you is intense. I don't know if you feel this or if you feel, because a lot of times people bring up like spirit teams or just the energy or whatever it is to you. For me personally, I feel it consists of my ancestors, spirit guides, and guardian angels. That's what makes up my personal spirit team that I feel, and I feel my ancestors are the biggest part. And I've also been told with my birth chart and all this stuff, ancestors are kind of like the biggest energy behind me, or the biggest helpers. I'm feeling for you, it's angels. And I'm literally hearing like, oh, like, just like angelic kind of music in my head, like kind of organ, like, but and then like harp, like it just feels very massive. Yes, I'm hearing angel energy is massive for you. So we're going to start off with the what DMM, and then we'll see what other ones we have to do from here. Okay. Oh, 3 came out. I'm hearing top and bottom only though. Okay. So for the first, so these are the 2 that came out. This one, okay, nope, they're to be read together. I am hearing you are probably feeling very lonely. I'm hearing loneliness, lonely, depression. I am hearing almost like self-sabotage, but in a way, but not, and they're not saying this in a rude way or a demeaning way or a judgmental way. It's more of you've been in this lonely place for so long, you almost don't know how to get out of it. And the self-sabotage part, I feel is like, there's been chances I've heard for you to kind of get out, or people try to help pull you out, but you've been in this place for so long. It's like, it's so hard. And you're like, no, like, this is my space, but you want to get out. And I'm hearing, these are your angels around you going, what are you doing? What's going on here? Why are you still in this place? I'm hearing, yes, there is a reason. I think big life event happened for you that was, I'm hearing very, I'm seeing the tower from like the tarot in my head, like a tower falling down, like a huge tower moment. I'm hearing it could have been like, also the death cards coming up, like maybe an actual death or like the death of something in your life, like an ending to something that was, I'm getting major shivers. There was an ending for a lot of you that was just so profound and so heartbreaking in some ways. And I think most of you, the Tower moment was not your choice, and some of you made it happen, but it still doesn't matter because it's still very hard. But know this Tower moment was happening for you and not to you. And I know sometimes when people say that, it's like, it can be like hard to hear that because these hard moments always feel like they're happening to you. But I'm hearing the fact that you have so much angels behind you. They're like, trust us. Yes, you don't have to love what happened. Obviously, it can still be very hard. I'm hearing a lot of trauma, but they're trying to coax you out. I'm hearing they've been sending you people. They've been sending you signs of coaxing you out of this. I'm hearing some of you may have dreams where you've seen angels and they're like, we are here. We are here. This, like the urgency behind this. They're like, we are here. Like, why are you ignoring us? I'm hearing a lot of you know, and a lot of you like kind of have an inkling, and I feel like this might be like the moment where it all clicks together, all these signs. They're like, what are you doing? Like, let's get out of this spot. Like, there's no need to be in this space anymore. I'm hearing a lot of you need to clear out this old energy. And again, it's not judgment behind here. It's more of like, I'm seeing it's time to be done. Like in a very loving way. They're like, this is all done. It's time to clear and move on. And I'm hearing a lot of you, you are ready. Everyone watching this is ready to move on. I'm hearing the self-sabotage part again, I think is self-talk, what is it like? I'm hearing proclamations that you're like, I still am this way because of such and such. They're like, think of the signs we've been giving you. Think of the people that you've been meeting lately. Isn't that odd how many people you've been meeting in such and such ways? They're like, we've been doing this for you. The angels have been doing this for you. And they are just like, it's time. What are you still doing? Laying in bed. What are you still doing? Sulking. I'm hearing there's a lot of sulking. And it's time to move past that. I'm hearing at one point it was very appropriate, but it's gone on too long where now it's like in a repetitive pattern that they're like, it is time to be all done. Okay, next, and again, all with love, all with love. Okay, what else do we have for pile number 2 for urgent messages from Spirit Team? I'm hearing angels, so they're like, this is a lot from angels. Okay, strength. You are so strong. I'm hearing mentally, you are extremely strong. I'm hearing they chose you for the life you're living because of how strong your soul is and how much you've endured in other lives, if you believe in past lives, and if you don't, just in general this life. I'm hearing you are just a very, very strong soul. You have a lot of fire in your chart, I think, for a lot of you. I'm hearing a lot of fire. And swords for me personally just mean power. Whenever I see a sword, I just think of inner power. You have an inner flame within you. You have an inner, like, I'm imagining a body, and I'm seeing inside the body, and it's this sword that's on fire within the body. That is your soul. Your soul is so powerful. It is so fiery. And I think that's why they're like, what are you still doing here? What are you still doing here? Like, yes, there's a time and place. They're like, it's time to get out. I'm seeing now, like, so many of your swords have very little flame. Very little flame. Like, you've talked down your power. You've talked down your strength to yourself. I'm seeing 2 swords are on fire a lot. So I think a couple of you do know this about you, and they're like, that's almost worse because they're like, why are you still here? No. Okay. Part of that. But I think another part of it is there's a couple of you who have already started to transition out of this. And you have been working on reclaiming your power. Yes, I feel like that's actually more of yes, you've been more claiming your power. You've been like turning it on. I was viewing like a gas burner, like you turning it on and the flames getting bigger and bigger. And some of you have been like, it's clicking and clicking and clicking. Like you might have been trying to turn it on, but like the flame's not lighting up, and they're like, don't give up. Don't give up. Like it takes that one special turn, then it goes, it ignites. So they're like, keep turning that knob, like to find this strength. And that has a lot to do, I'm hearing, with inner talk. I think a lot of this has to do with inner talk and how you're talking to yourself. So you really need to start boosting yourself up and remembering how strong you are. I'm hearing affirmations, like you can find affirmations to listen to while you're asleep, while you're talking. I'm also hearing that like to make up your own affirmations is better than just finding ones online. And meaning like the way you talk to yourself now, turn that around. So if you're like, I'm just so sad all the time, I have no energy, shift that around and just say, change it into a way of something else. Like, I am a very strong and powerful soul. Like, because you don't want to dismiss the sad. You don't want to, even if you are feeling sad, you don't want to be like, I am happy, because that doesn't work. You know, we need to acknowledge all the emotions, but I'm hearing really focus on the power side and the control you have. So even if you are sad, start shifting how much of a powerful soul you are. And I'm hearing that's going to help lift you up. That's going to help make you feel better and more energized, and that's going to get you going. And I'm seeing a lot. I saw someone on a very brisk walk, like walking very, very fast. I feel getting outside and doing some sort of exercise. Again, it's not to be massive, like literally taking a walk, I'm hearing is a great way to help you remember your strength and your power. Because you're like, I got out of bed today and I went on a walk, and that's amazing. Like, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. It doesn't have to be massive actions, but I do feel like being outside and connecting with nature while you're moving your body is very important, to really help you ignite this flame again within you, this powerful sword, because I'm hearing you are supposed to wield this power in this life. It's very important for you to wield this power. Like, I imagine you like almost taking it out of your body during like times needed, and I'm seeing you like using it to help other people while you're also helping yourself. I'm seeing you like fighting the good fight is what I'm hearing. Maybe social work for a lot of you, or like you stand up for people who like other people try to belittle. Like, I think during school, like when you were like in school, if you went to public or private school, out in the community is what I'm hearing. Some of you might have been homeschooled, but I'm hearing you are more likely the person to stand up for other people who are getting bullied. You are the person to be like, hey, that's not cool. And I'm hearing that your flame was so lit up, and over time, somehow, for some reason, something happened. I think it was like I said, a big event where it kind of diminished it. And they're like, relight that fire. You are meant to be that person. You are meant to really support and uplift and help people. You're supposed to use this flame within you, this power within you. It feels really, really big. It feels really big. And it's interesting because this is such like a soft color. Like, I would almost expect it to be like a flame, like a very colorful like flame. But I think what I'm hearing right now is it's very beautiful because you have this very gentle energy around you. But again, like the sword was within you, you took it out, and then I'm almost seeing like then this turns to flames. And then you put the sword back in you and like kind of like reignite the fire because it needs a break. Like it needs, your soul needs to like, you need to regain back that energy, and then it kind of goes back to this calm energy. So when I'm hearing when you're grounded, when you're centered, you have this very beautiful like balance within you. Like you are very, like, I'm hearing you are just a very balanced soul, and the angels around you really help you with this when you are grounded, when you are centered. And I'm hearing right now you're off balance. And I think because this is kind of the energy you're in mostly right now, like the flame is gone, or like the flame is very, I don't want to say gone. It's never gone. It's always there, but it's so minimal right now. But then again, I saw a few of you, like a couple of you where it is like you've been working really hard. But for the majority of you, it's like you forgot about the fire, and this is about bringing it back. And here, continuance, apple. I'm hearing to read from the guidebook for this one. So let's see, continuance, number 26. I'm hearing that's like a number. Some of you could be 26. Yeah, I heard age. Sorry, put it down a little better. So apple, there's a quote, if a tree dies, plant another in its place. So right away I am seeing like you went through this massive change, like I said, kind of like a death, like, and I'm hearing it's time to regrow your tree. It's time to like replant this fire. It's time to find it again. Just because the flame went out doesn't mean you're never going to get it again. You will. Okay, so the oracle meanings: the future is assured and hope is all around for whatever is going on at the moment. Now is a brilliant time to work on your vision for the future, on goals, and reevaluating past decisions. Apples also align with the energy of love, especially on bringing romantic bonds closer together. Look at the individual elements of situations a little more closely and be sure that you stand strong in your unique qualities. Keep ideas to yourself at the moment. So what really stood out to me is now a brilliant time to work on your vision for the future, on goals, and reevaluating past decisions. I am hearing your future has to do with this flame, this power that's within you. So it's really time to envision, what do you want in this life for you? And I'm hearing the angels, they're like, we've been giving you signs and signs and signs and signs of your purpose. It's time to embrace these signs. And these signs are also things that you love. These are passions of yours. The flame I'm hearing is also very passionate. You're a very passionate person. You need to go after your passions. That's what your future holds for you, is going after your passions. And so get really excited about that. And the romantic part, the bonds closer together, I'm hearing a lot of you, when you reignite this flame within you, you are attracting your divine counterpart, like another soul who's also doing the same. So I'm hearing right now, you really need to ignite your own flame within you and rediscover this passion for life and your strength that you have. Again, you have so much strength. Your soul is so fucking strong. And when you ignite this sword within you, I'm almost seeing like it's going to become a magnet. Like I'm seeing it becoming a magnet, and this other person within them, their sword is like, it's just going to come together. And I'm seeing like a purple flame for them. Ooh, I almost wonder if it's the opposite. Ooh, that's really cool. Like I was almost seeing like they have like a flamey outside, like a very fiery outside, but inside is like very soft and nurturing. Like I almost feel like it's like this like counterbalance. I'm curious if like, I'm hearing the big threes, like if your sun and your rising, like I'm mostly hearing sun and rising, if it might be the opposite of someone you might end up being with. That is so interesting. Not for everybody, but for some of you. That's exciting. Usually I don't like get romantic things in here, but I feel that is a big sign for some of you, like the opposite, like the magnets, you know, the plus and the minus attract. So it's like you're going to have a very good understanding of each other. So I feel like this is like, they're like giving you a little drop of hope here. And just like something fun and passionate to be excited about for the future. As you grow your own flame, I'm hearing just get excited for like all these possibilities, romantic possibilities, your passion. Like I'm hearing what you do in this life is just so amazing and so passion filled for you in general. I'm hearing you're supposed to live a life of passion with all this fire. You're supposed to live a life of passion. And I think that's why they're like, what are you doing? Why are you like this? Where's the energy? Where's the passion? And so don't judge yourself for being in this state. It just happens. It happens to the best of us. Just look forward. Don't belittle yourself for where you've been. Acknowledge it, say that's where I was, but this is where I'm going. Really talk up yourself. We're done with this negative self-talk. Don't continue this after this reading and say, oh, why was I here this whole time when I had this sword within me and blah, blah, blah. Like, no. Say, this is where I was, I acknowledge this, and I'm ready to move forward, and then move forward. You don't need to talk down to yourself at all. So that feels really big there. I'm gonna end with one more message. And as I looked up right there, I saw 1818 at the timestamp, so I don't know if that's significant for some of you. So let's get a last message for pile 2 here, urgent messages from their spirit teams. Right away, I'm just hearing love, 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 love. Ooh, renewal. You are being given the gift of a clean slate and an opportunity to begin again. Phoenix rising from the ashes. Oh my gosh, I love this as the parting. And as I was pulling this, I was hearing love, 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 love. I'm hearing love yourself, love this journey you've been on. Love, it can be really hard to love the darkest parts of ourselves, but I'm hearing you need to. You need to love the journey you've been on, not in a way where you need to be happy about it. Don't need to be happy about what happened, but I'm hearing find the love within yourself. Like, again, don't be angry at yourself for being in this state for so long. Give yourself love. Give yourself just love. Just send your past self so much love. And then I'm just hearing you're rising from these ashes. And again, the phoenix, like, it's flame. The phoenix is like, oh, it's like rising from the ashes, and it's like this beautiful flame. And I'm just, again, like, it is time for you to get this power back. It's time for you to flame up. I'm also hearing like suit up, like you are meant to be embrace the flame. And again, like I said, this is more of your outward energy, and the inward energy is flame, and then you wield it when you need to, and then you become this fiery, like don't fucking mess with me energy, and then you kind of retreat back in, and then it's like you become this soft, nurturing energy. And you have, when you're grounded, when you're centered, you are a beautiful balance of this flame. And I'm hearing like earth, like you're very, or like nurtury, like water. I'm hearing like kind of all the other signs combined, but the flame within you it's so massive, and it comes out so strong when you need it. And so I'm obsessed. This is the card we're ending on, renewal, renewal. It is time for you to come out of these ashes and just fucking be a phoenix. Oh, I love that. It's so beautiful. So thank you so much, Pile 2, for your energy and for being here with me today. This was so beautiful, very inspiring. And don't forget to watch the Be Your Own Oracle section to really round out this reading for you. I hope you have a beautiful day, evening, whatever time it is in the universe for you. Bye.
Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, it's Fun Friday.
Hello, hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading on urgent messages from your spirit team. So first, you chose the kyanite crystal. It's a very psychic stone, and it really helps open up your third eye chakra. And there are definitely more things to it, but that's what I really felt called to share. Sorry, there's like hair on here. This stone sheds a lot. This version this cut I have, and excuse me, I'm burping. Yeah, so I feel if you chose this reading, you are a very, you have a lot of psychic ability or gifts, and you use I'm hearing your third eye is extremely strong, very, very strong. And then this is the painting you chose, kind of similar colors to this. So this is the one you chose, and it just feels very soft and angelic. The way I'm hearing also in the clouds, I feel like you might live in the clouds a little bit as a way of coping with, I'm hearing your abilities that you have, you use so much energy. So sometimes you just gotta live in the clouds to help you cope is what I'm hearing. Yeah, okay, they want me to get into the reading, so we're gonna start with a what do you meant to get this reading started. So what urgent messages do we have here for Pile 3 from their spirit team? What urgent messages? That's too many. Let's do 2 at the max here. Let's get, okay. I'm hearing these 2, okay. First one, okay, we have this little number. I'm hearing they have to be going together. Okay, wow. I'm pretty sure I pulled these exact 2 cards actually last week for one of the piles. This is wild. But this is different message. I think this one I feel like you're very overwhelmed with your abilities. And this one I feel you don't feel like you have support for the abilities. I think a lot of you have recently discovered your like psychic powers, your abilities, or you've been seeing more things that you don't want to see. And so I'm feeling because of that, you are like shutting yourself inside. Like you've created like this space for you to be in where you feel safe, but you're not happy in there. I feel you're very lonely. I feel like you've created very energetic boundaries around you, but they're so thick and you're not happy in there, but you're like, I don't want to feel this way. I'm scared. I'm hearing there's a lot of scared, just a lot of scared energy. And so you've kind of put yourself in this space. And I'm hearing a message for you is to I'm hearing where it's time to, we're thinning these walls. It is time to thin these walls, but in a way where you don't need to feel this way. It's important to have energetic boundaries. It's very important to have boundaries, but you don't need to feel this way. You should not be feeling this way. This is not the purpose of your life. You weren't given these gifts to shut out everything, to be scared of them. But again, have the boundaries that you want. If you're like, I don't want to see spirits, I don't want to see like energies, I just want to hear them, or I don't want to hear, I just want to feel like certain things I'm hearing. It's time for you to set certain boundaries, but don't put them all up because, or in the way you've been doing it, I'm hearing, because this is not how you're meant to live this life. I'm hearing there might be times where you will need to put up all of these, or you want to, but then you won't be looking like this. You're going to be like inside all cozy and be like, and then you'll let them down. Like, but 24/7, this is not the vibe I'm hearing. They're like, this is not it. They're like, it doesn't need to be this way. So being called to use this deck. Let's get more messages. So from your spirit team, what's the word? I'm trying to find further this part of the reading. Why can't I expand? Sekhmet. I think I'm saying it. I can't remember how to say her name correctly, this deity. Courage, truth, shadow work. So the courage part is really sticking out to me. It's really time to find the courage to let these walls down. And I'm hearing shadow work too. I think you need to really look inwards and find out why you're so scared of what you've been going through. And I'm getting this sense a lot of you have, because of the third eye part stuck out to me, I'm getting a sense a lot of you have seen things you don't want to see. For me personally, I've been getting sign after sign that I could see like entities, I could see energies if I wanted to. I'm hearing that's actually a very strong power I have, but I refuse to see it. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see. Like physically with my real eyes. With my third eye, I'll sometimes feel like I'll see like shadows, but if they're not around me, I don't know how to describe it. And like, I'm fine with what I've been seeing right now, but I don't even see, like, with my third eye, I don't see things in front of me. I'm like, I don't want to see spirits. I don't want to see energy. I'm fine with like getting messages, but I'm like, I don't want to feel them. I don't want to see them. I'm fine with getting messages like clairaudient. I'm fine with just the knowing. So I've set up these boundaries, but not in a way that's like this, I will say. And so I feel like that's what you need to do, is kind of do this shadow work, write out what are you okay with and what are you not okay with? Because I feel like you've almost like completely shut it all out. And they're like, that's not what, like, these powers are here for a reason. They're like, we understand how it's scary. They're like, we get it. It's so overwhelming. I'm hearing a lot of you haven't had support. You haven't had help navigating through this. I'm hearing maybe find a teacher, a mentor of someone who's been doing this for a long time. I'm hearing specifically a long time. I'm hearing you want someone who's, I'm hearing been through shit, gone through shit, knows their shit. Like someone who has been doing their spiritual practice for a long time and can be a very good mentor. I'm not hearing someone who's very new at this or it's been doing this for a few years or a couple of years. No, you want someone who's been doing this for a while, because they can really, really help you channel the energy in a way that's not scary to you, and that feels good because you are supposed to be connected. I'm hearing the reason you're also feeling so lonely is because you are so disconnected from the other side, from source, and your soul is meant to be connected. I'm getting so many shivers. You came here on earth excited, like, for the purpose. I'm hearing, yeah, you're supposed to be connected to source always, but in a way that's very doable to you, that feels really good. So again, I'm hearing do the shadow work of why you're so scared. What did you see? I'm hearing write it out, and again, talk it out with somebody. I'm really hearing find a mentor, and I'm hearing ask your guides. I'm hearing ask your spirit team. Just say, I am ready for my mentor, and they will put that mentor in your path. I'm hearing you don't need, like, I'm hearing the phrase, I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me simply finds me. I'm hearing you're not supposed to chase after this mentor. This mentor is supposed to, like, come to you. Like, you both are just walking down a path and you're like, oh, hey. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. So I'm hearing get the courage and, like, seek out this truth of, like, I am ready to find a mentor. I'm hearing all you need to do, they're literally like, tell us it's time, and they will put it in front of your path. But I'm hearing if you wait too long, this mentor is gonna just bump into you, like, whether you want it or not. So do you want to do it on your terms, or do you want it to be on your spirit team's terms? Because I'm hearing, like, there's always free will. So even if this mentor is, like, plopped in your lap, you could say no, but I'm hearing you're gonna feel this way for most of your life then, because one of your biggest purposes is to be so connected to source, but in a very powerful way for you, in an empowering way. You still have, like, the boundaries, like, you can set the boundaries you need to set, but I'm hearing your boundaries are so thick right now where there's barely any connection, and that's why I think you might be feeling really off lately. I'm hearing, look at the bottom of the deck here. Mirror, mirror, the beauty you see in me is a reflection of you. But what I'm seeing is mostly the picture here. I feel this is you, and this is, like, like source, like the divine, like your spirit team, just like all this energy, and you are supposed to be connected with them. You are supposed to, like, talk to them daily, talk to this energy, meditate daily. Like, I'm hearing you're just supposed to live a life connected, and right now this is, like, not here. Like, you're seeking stuffing out. I feel like you have this, like, hole in your heart, like, or, like, you feel like there's a gap in your life, and it's because you're supposed to be connected. But right now they're not there because you've set up, like, this is a big wall you've put up, so you can't even see them. Like, you've made it so they can't see you and come to you, but because of that, you can't even connect to them. So it's really time to do this. And if you're like, well, I'm doing these readings and I do readings and, like, I feel like I am connected, I'm hearing no. Not the extent you need to be to feel like your true self. Your true self is very, very psychic, like, very tapped in. But again, you're allowed to set boundaries. You need it, you should. But the way you've been doing it, I hear, is so out of fear, where it's so thick and it's so hard to now, connect in the way you're supposed to feel the love, to feel the guidance that you're supposed to feel and that you want to feel. And so, yeah, the mentorship just really is sticking out to me. I'm hearing to continue to use this deck. Let's get one more from this deck for pile number 3, urgent messages from their spirit team. Trust. Oh my gosh, the universe has a plan for you. Trust. I'm hearing trust this message. Trust your spirit team. Trust that when you lessen these boundaries, that the good energy is coming in. Because you will still have the boundaries. That's why they want you to do this shadow work, or this, like, really deep diving work of the truth of, like, what you're wanting to see and what you're not wanting to see or feel or experience. So when you write down this list, then you'll only shut out those things and then open it up for the things that you're supposed to see. This butterfly feels very significant too. And it's purpley pink, and I feel like it kind of goes with these colors. Yeah, I'm just really hearing trust is big. They're like, trust us, trust us, trust us. We want to be there with you. It's supposed to be a beautiful experience. so you can shut out what doesn't feel right. And I'm just really hearing this mentor is really going to help you. So they're like, please trust us to give you the right mentor for you that's very specific for you and your journey. Trust that this mentor, I'm hearing, be open to this mentor and trust that it's going to happen. Really trust it. So again, they're like, please ask us for this mentor and we will give them to you. But again, if you wait a long time or you kind of ignore it, they're going to bring him into your life no matter what. But hopefully you don't wait that long, because the longer you wait, the more you're going to be feeling like this. Just very, I'm hearing an outcast in your own life. Like you are putting yourself in this bubble that you don't need to be in. And again, this is like all out of love. There's no judgment here. They're just really wanting you to be happy. They really, really want you to be happy. Okay, again, they want me to look at the bottom of the deck. Lilith, reclaim your power. Yes, reclaim that power within you. Reclaim this very energetic connection to source that you have. And be powerful. Like, you don't need to be scared of it. Like, you are in control. Know that you are in control of your boundaries. So what boundaries you set, as long as you trust that they're there, they are there. If you're like, well, I put up this boundary, but I don't know if it's going to work, then it probably won't, because you don't have trust in it. If you trust your boundaries are going to work, they will, because you are so fucking powerful. I'm hearing you, again, you are meant to be connected to like the divine source, like however you want to put it, to God, however you feel in your heart is the truth for you. That is, you are so meant to be connected, and you are very powerful at this too. Like, I am so excited for you to tap into this power. It feels incredible, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna pull another card here for you. So pile number 3, what other messages do we have? Urgent messages do we have for pile number 3? Unconscious games. Okay, I feel you've been playing games with yourself. Like, you're like, I almost feel like you've been doing it in a way in an untrustworthy way with your powers. You're like, well, if I do this and then I see this, then I'm not safe. Or so I feel like you've been doing these games, like trying to almost like trick the universe. And like in this way, it's really hard to describe, like almost like this manipulation of like, well, if I see this, then I know you're not here for me. But it's like you keep twisting it, and it always is like in your favor for what you want to see. I'm hearing you have this very kind of like almost like spotlight, that's not the right word. What is it? Narrow-minded, not narrow-minded, sorry. Like you're putting a spotlight on the things you want to see, and when there's all these other things around you that show you that you can trust, you're only choosing to see the things that you can't trust. And you're like, oh, see, told you I can't trust you, because that's all you're paying attention to. But you're not looking at the full picture. You're not even allowing yourself to trust. You're playing games with yourself, and like I said, you're like keeping yourself in this box, in this room, in this space, so protected, only seeing the negatives versus all the positives and the trustworthy things. So again, they just really want you to do this shadow work. I keep coming back to this of like, why have you been doing this? Like, where do you feel the fear is coming from? What experiences have happened? Some of you like counseling, therapy could help too. But I'm just really hearing, I'm hearing like, write it out with yourself, talk to yourself about it, but don't judge yourself. Like, even hearing this message, if you're like, oh, like, fuck, like, of course I would be doing that. Like, why would I be doing this? Like, don't belittle yourself. They never want you to talk down to yourself. Just view it as it was. Okay, this is how I was viewing this. This is what I was going through. I am wanting to change that, so I will. There's no need to put yourself down here. Those are other types of games that you don't want to play with yourself. That's just belittling yourself. And they're like, we don't want to see you do that. Please don't do that. We don't see you that way. They're like, this is the way they're like relaying this message is like, this is what we've seen you do. And we don't want you to be living this way anymore because we see how sad you are and it's not good. It's not healthy. So let's change it. It's like, it's this very like, okay, let's just change it. Like there's no malice here. There's no, what have you been doing? It's nothing like that at all. This is so loving and gentle. It's almost this nudge of like, hey, this is how you've been feeling. Like putting their hand on your back and leading you like, let's get away from that. Let's go here. This is going to make you feel better. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. So just stop playing these games with yourself, I'm hearing, and change the game. Start viewing of what's going right in your life. What is going right for, like, what are the signs you've been seeing that show you that you are safe, you are protected? Because I'm hearing they've been sending you so many signs and you've been ignoring them. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay, they also want me to look at the bottom here. Oh, Jar of Dreams. This, like, I'm hearing, like, this is you. I'm hearing this is like your psychic ability, your energy source. Like you're supposed to hold, like be one with it. Like you have it in the palm of your hand, and I'm hearing the jar is the boundary, and then you lift up the jar, like you take off the lid and you're like, I'm almost hearing like you like let it soak, like the glitter soak around you. You really connect. And again, like what stays in the jar with what you don't allow out. So the energies you don't want to deal with or what you don't want to see or hear or experience stays in the jar. But all the things you do, the glitter comes out. Sorry, I'm like holding it way down here. The glitter comes out and it's beautiful and you get to experience it. And then I'm just hearing glitters always can be around you. And then there are times when you want to put up that big force field, you can. You just put the lid on the jar. You can relax a bit and then you open it up again. And then you can, that's just going to make you feel at home. So I'm hearing this is what you're, like, this is like how you're supposed to be living. You're supposed to be so connected. And again, these colors really go with the colors here too. And a lot of the purples, like, yeah, the crown, the third eye, it just feels, yeah, very, so connected, so connected. So we're gonna leave, I'm hearing that was the last one. They really want to leave you with this, like, this is the life you're supposed to be living. Like, they really want you to, like, you're just supposed to be so connected, and it's gonna make you feel at home. You're gonna feel so at home when you're really connected, and that just feels really beautiful. And I feel like your spirit team is very excited for you to get in touch with this mentor, to get in touch with yourself. They're just very excited. I'm hearing you have a big journey ahead of you, and it's beautiful. It's very, very beautiful as soon as you learn to trust. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Pile 3. I love how this ended. It feels like a very beautiful, like, I just see this book closing for this reading. Make sure you check out the Be Your Own Oracle section so you can really round out this reading. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a great evening, morning, whatever time it is in the universe for you. Bye.
Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, it's Fun Friday.
Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to the Be Your Own Oracle section of this reading. So I'm being instructed to use some Buddy the Elf here, which I didn't know if we would be using Buddy, but here we are. So collective message for Be Your Own Oracle. So urgent messages from our spirit teams. Okay. Ooh, 3 fell out. And then I'm hearing to pull one of these as well. Urgent messages. Or 2. Okay, wow, look at this. So I'll just read what the cards say, and I'll show you the pictures and all of that, and then you will interpret the reading for yourself to go along with the reading that you chose. So first, we're gonna start with these 2. First one, romance. It is time to activate your exquisite romantic nature with your partner or your sweet self. Two, nature. You're being called to reconnect with Mother Earth and the magic of nature. Here we have Buddy looking like this. Joker card. It says, guzzle something sweet and enjoy life today. We love it. This side sounds like somebody needs to sing a Christmas carol. And it says, have you heard of this little thing called dancing? Try it out today, please. Here we have Buddy looking like this. Number 3, too. Light a fire under that sweet ass of yours and get moving and grooving. Well, there you have it, folks. Be your own oracle. So if you want, you can just pause the video and really soak in these messages. You can even take a screenshot, meditate on them later, whatever feels good for you here. So this is a time for you to soak in these messages for specifically how they relate to you and the reading. And if you feel there are some calling to you more than others, that's okay. If you feel like some don't even pertain to you, that's you being your own oracle saying that one doesn't pertain to me. But really make sure you're looking at this as through a lens of like neutrality, like not ego, like I don't want to hear that, so I'm not going to look at it, but really more of like, if you just intuitively in your gut is like, that's not for me, then it's not for you. But if you feel resistance to it, that's different. That means you probably do need to hear that message, if that makes sense. There's a difference between resistance of being like, I just don't want to hear that, and versus be like, in my gut, I know that's not for me. So there's the collective Be Your Own Oracle reading. I don't know, just felt like I needed to do fun stuff. Okay. Well, I really hope this reading resonated for you today and that you feel empowered and uplifted and that you just feel like, you know, your spirit team is looking out for you and they're there for you, you know, because they are. You are so loved. So loved. I just got that message. I also got the message or the song in my head. I just want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. I just want to dance with somebody. Oh, with somebody who loves me. So we'll end there. That was another part of the Be Your Own Oracle. You are so welcome for that amazing tune I just sang for you. Okay, goodbye everybody. I hope you have a great evening, day, whatever time in the universe it is for you. If you want a personal reading with me, I have them on my website. Yeah, I just thank you so much for sharing your energy with me today. Bye.
Ooh, yeah, it's Fun Friday.